join the meeting, please? You stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let the record reflect that everyone is present this evening. Let's pull student revenue reports. Let's start with the principals this year.
We're actually, we did a collaborative effort that we'll do later on. Try and so we'll let students go on. Once we get to the superintendent part, we'll do the whole work.
You guys got told. Okay, which one of you would like to start? Okay.
This week on Tuesday, there is a girls' basketball game at home against Hermantown at 7:15, and another home game on Thursday against International Falls at 7:15.
One act auditions are Thursday and Friday, and our speech team has officially started practicing. Thank you.
Paul?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Todd, let's start with you today.
We're doing a collaborative effort at the end of the meeting.
That's the meeting of your collaborative. You're going to do all the talking.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Try and do things.
I think you want to wait for the superintendent report at the end.
Oh. Okay. Moving on then. Slide one out. Agenda additions and deletions.
Don't have any.
Nothing? Visitor input 6.0.
Linfina, check again.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Do I have to worry about this microphone?
You got to talk to him.
Yeah.
Is it on? Okay. School board members, I am here to kind of update you on what Shikigami has been working on, and we've made some decisions about relocating, which I sent a letter earlier today to Chairman Young and to the superintendent, and I saw that he had copied those for your packet. So essentially, we've decided to transition all of our families and children into the Virginia Center that we also have. That there have been enough changes in the whole world of childcare right now that there are many reasons why this might work out a lot better. One is that we really don't want to get up to, we don't have another place to go to, and there's no way there'll be another place that comes into our world by June 30th anyway, because there's a whole bunch of licensing steps that would have to be involved. So even if we found the perfect place next month, it's unlikely we could put it all together by June 30th. So there's not much reason, the board realized, to wait to make this move, because this is our fallback move. We will be moving out, and this is not constituting a written notice. We don't know the exact date, but our goal is to be able to have all the children moved by the end of February. So I guess I don't know that we need to go into a lot of details unless you have questions and you want to hear more about things. But I will send you a letter that gives you a 60-day notice as we get a little clearer about what that actual day would be. We have some other steps that still need to fall in place, but this is our intention and our goal. We've had kids, running around all day and taking naps in snowsuits. The heat has kind of been pulled back together, but in reality, we know we're in a very vulnerable situation, and there's probably no reason to wait. So that's our decision.
Well,
Okay.
I hate to see you go. We've been affiliated with you for
Yeah.
I don't know how
Okay.
many years before I got here. So
1989,
yeah.
I've heard.
yeah,
So
and it's sorry it came down to this, but
I'm just glad we
turning.
had the extra time to develop a plan that makes more sense and doesn't interrupt childcare in the same way that it might have in the past. And so, we just really have some work to do to be able to pull a newer home together for our center. But I think this will work for an interim
Okay,
facility, so.
okay. Anyone else?
Will you still be looking at relocating back in the Edworth area then, in the future, or is this
We are
temporary?
very open to relocating back in the Evelyn area, but at this time, we have no
Okay.
place to do that
Mm.
outside of the, we don't have a place that we can develop in a timely fashion
Yeah, I
and
understand that part, no.
accomplish it by June
I
30th.
guess I'm just saying down the
Right.
road,
Yep,
future
yep.
down the road, is that in your plans yet, or is it?
We are open to it. We have
Ah.
studied our population. An interesting thing that you might be interested in too is there are only 6 families at our center who live in Evelyn and work in Evelyn. And many of our children come from other communities, and many of our parents are driving to other communities for work. So to be in the Quad Cities area, we feel is going to continue to serve families in this area as well as we are now. So, we just have to find the location that we can develop.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Thank you for the updates.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving on, 7.0, approve the agenda.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second?
Second by Tom. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 8.0, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of Monday, November 14th, 2016, and the special meeting of November 21st, 2016.
I'll move.
Was that,
Peterson.
okay. Motion by Peterson,
Support.
support by Schonlab. Any discussion? Any corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9.0, Business Office Affairs. 9.1, the Treasurer's Report for the second check writing of November.
For the second check writing of November, we only have disbursements of $167,372.59. I make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Forty. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9.2, add Randy Knowles, Business Manager, as signature on the Activity Funds Accounts Impress Fund and Safety Deposit Box.
Mr. Chair, along with that motion, I need to remove Andrea Lintila on those same accounts.
Okay. That will be in the motion as whoever makes the motion.
I'll move.
Motion by Peterson. Second,
Support.
Chad. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9.3, accept the E-rate grant and approve the expenditure of the grant matching funds.
You have closure 9.3, where it breaks down the numbers. We had Kevin from Tech Check last week come and explain what it is we would be doing with these monies. But again, this is a 70% matching grant, so the total cost on that was $92,490. And we also did some additional cabling this summer. We also purchased a firewall this summer that is reimbursable. So all told, after the our portion of it will be $27,347, and you can see that we have just under $62,000 in our technology set-aside fund, and I would propose that we spend that $27,000 and do these network upgrades. The firewall has been wonderful at this point, and I think it can get even better with the change in switches and other equipment. And all of this equipment is movable. It can be moved from one closet to the next, so it's not stationary equipment.
So the total amount is $27,347.08, correct?
Yes.
I need a motion to that effect.
So moved.
Motion by Schonlab,
Support.
support by Peterson. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 10.0 Personnel. 10.1 Approve the early childhood teaching appointment of Amanda Murphin.
This is a replacement for the one that resigned at our last meeting. This is early childhood 3s, 14 hours a week.
Okay. Has she been here before?
She is currently working as an aide in that room, yes.
Oh,
But she
okay.
also has a teaching license.
So we don't have to do a background check, it's already done. Okay. Okay, need a motion to this?
I'll move.
Motion Peterson,
Support.
support by Gentilini. Any discussion?
Just like to say thank you for filling in.
Yes. Anyone else? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? Opposed? Motion carries. 10.2, accept the resignation of Laura Smith, Title I teacher. And she was working part-time?
She's currently in the Franklin 20 hours a week. So
Okay.
I will find a replacement for her.
And you see she took a position elsewhere, a full-time position, which you can't blame anybody for that. Need a motion to accept the resignation?
So moved?
Motion by Schonlob, support? I'll support it. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 10.3, approve the cheerleader advisor appointment of Lisa Butala.
This is a replacement for the one that resigned at the previous meeting.
Okay?
This
Need a
is
motion?
just for winter, though.
Okay.
Typically, when we approve a cheerleader advisor, it's for both fall and winter seasons, but we've already gone through the fall season, so.
Okay. And let me see. Has she worked here before?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay, she gone through the background checks?
not yet.
Okay. So we need a motion and a second to approve her after the background checks.
I'll move.
Okay. Motion by Mark Forty. Support
I'll support.
by Sean Lobb. Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11.0, new business, discussion on the administrative restructuring.
At the last board study session, we talked a little bit about, on this topic regarding business manager change, was the premise of it. But I did mention that with that change, other than Kathy's alongside of me here, I'm the last one here that's been here for a full calendar year. And the amount of training, time that it's taking out of my schedule to do those things, I mean, and I should be doing those things. But unfortunately, we have not lots of, but some student issues that take up a lot of time at the Franklin, and I guess at this time I'd like to propose that for the remainder of this school year, that the board allows me to get a dean of students to help me with those student problems on the Evelyn campus here, not just the Franklin. And at the end of the year, then we'll reevaluate where we're at as far as administratively, structurally, and this is a Band-Aid for the rest of the year, though. I'll continue to be the principal of the Franklin School and do those functions. This is to help me out with the students, though.
Okay. So you're just looking for a motion to approve looking for a dean of students
For the remainder of this
for
school
the
year.
remainder of this school year? Okay?
And that'll be just an internal appointment or assignment, so we don't
Yes.
really need to get in the weeds of that.
But it is spending extra money, so
Right.
that's why we're here tonight.
I mean, I'll gladly make the motion to allow the superintendent to appoint a dean of students for the remainder of the school year.
I will second the motion.
Okay. Did you get those, Kathy? Okay. Discussion. I think you've needed this for a while, but I think you were hoping that it would iron things out by itself, but
I did.
Because some of us felt if you needed to actually get a principal up into Franklin, so you have time to do your duties. And if this will help and then reevaluate, I think it's a good move.
Well, I think that's part of this, is that we should have this conversation come close to the end of the school year and have a really strong conversation on how things should work. And what, I mean, by then, hopefully, we have a direction of what we want to do, too. Cross our fingers. But I think this is something we just need to do, and hopefully it'll be an investment in the future. That's how I'm looking at it.
Do you have a cost estimate at this time?
For the remainder of this year, it's probably going to be about 32,000.
32,000?
Between 32 and 35.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Get your candidate.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. 11.2, approve the business manager contract. We've got it in front of us here.
There was a suggestion made that, because much of what, because there's only 7 months left on our, well, all of our contracts. The suggestion was, I mean, Randy is an employee already, that we just do an MOU to change his title in his current contract and run that out and then let him negotiate again at the end of the school year.
That's probably a very good,
Because essentially the numbers on the one that I provided you there,
Yeah,
that's what they are for the
Yeah.
salary.
okay. We need a motion and a second to do that, make this into an MOU
So that would be
for just for the
utilizing
7 months.
the current contract, not the
one
one that we
that
received in
he's
the package.
currently-
The work agreement that we currently have with Randy would continue for the next 7 months.
So moved?
Okay, a second.
Support.
Support by Peterson. Any other discussion? Anyone? Okay.
I'll just say, I think this is a good idea because he's already negotiated a contract with us, and we already have the terms of that contract, so instead of getting into the weeds of a new contract,
Yeah.
it just makes sense. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 12.0, superintendent's contract. I guess I better move.
All right, here we go. So today, enrollment is at 978, which is what it was the last time I told you. The only goofy thing about that is that is carried. Oh, sorry. Took it off to a turn. The only goofy thing about that number 978 is that we've had a goofy shift in the last 2 weeks. We probably lost 10 and gained 10 to stay where it's at 978. I don't know if some families move away continually, and others are moving in. Quickly on the facilities, the retubing was fixed by afternoon in Gilbert, and we were able to fire that one. Fired it up about 11 o'clock on Wednesday, because we started the day. I did mention that we started with the draft motor on number 2 broke down, and that was fixed as well. So both of those are both up and running right now. Moving on to recognition, I'd like to congratulate Cora Delich. She was over the weekend, she was the Mesabi Daily News Tennis Player of the Year for the region. And now we're going to go through honor rolls. Go ahead, Todd. You're up first.
A grade
7A, William Pittman.
Alexa Holtman, Drew Nelson, John Schulzenberg, Brooke Thyan, Easton Young, Elijah Bull, Carson Intihar, Ashley Norrie, Brianne Sklors, Nicholas Troutwine, Kari Yorchek, Jordan Davis, Cassidy Jarvala, Carter Orant, Abby Sundich, Hannah Varda, Emma Ziegler, Sophie Hill, Lauren Laudiger, Brandon Pionk, Haley Tarr, and Johanna Westby. Congratulations to those students.
Those are all of our grade 7. That's a 3.6 to a 3.99 for the honor. Grade 8 exemplary. These are the kids that have a 4.0.
Amara Carey, Holly Kutze, Jacob Sickle, Andrew Terrell, and Amelia Wagner. Congratulations to them.
And these are the kids in grade 8 that had an A honor roll from 3.6 to a 3.9.
Dominic Jelly, Emma Heikela, Maggie Landwehr, Hunter Peterson, Rebecca Shepard, Kayla Wyonpa, Josh Career Oberstar, Ellie Jankla, Brandon Lind, Afton Roberts, Mackenzie Smith, Amara Wilcox, Alex Garland, Caden Krimpotich, Heather Miller, Kirsten Rothenberger, Carson Stortedal, Rachel Woods, Cooper Grahek, Nick Kyander, Liz Mooster, Haley Schreiber, Ava Thompson, and Javon Zimmerman.
Okay, moving on to grade 9. These are the kids with the 4.0s first quarter, and I promised Director Forty that Angie would get it last name right this time. Right, Angie?
Sure.
Yeah.
Avery Dolinsik, Peyton Doshin, Carly George, Zach Linseth, Ashley Pionk, and Will Trutwine.
Oof, she choked up a little bit. That's all right. All right, these are the kids in grade 9 on the A honor roll.
Molly Albrecht, Nick Badette, Jacob Bruin, Natalie Foltz, Alex Haas, Michaela Kibbe, Taya Kwiatkowski, Joanna Pickar, Andrew Larson, Connor Layuka, Elizabeth Moe, Blake Mortensen, Elizabeth Stanaway, Cody Stanisic, Elliot Van Orsdal, Emma Westby, Michaela Winkler.
Exemplary in grade 10.
Lauren Day, Kaylee Grahek, Hannah Grenowich, Cody Intihar, Riley Kwiatkowski, Robert Lakari, Robert Lind, JC Zazadi,
And the A honor roll for grade 10.
Cole Anderson, excuse me, Reese Benda, Shariah Chase, Audrey Delich, Stephen Kemp, Megan Larson, Julia Lakari, Taylor Milos, Quinn Buick, Christopher Buster, Malia
Oh, man.
Putzel,
You can't be butchering the board members' kids.
Amanda Rickstead, Avery Strader, and Karol Zupancic.
She is sick, though. I'll give her that. I mean, she's got a
I
cold. Cut her some slack here.
11th grade exemplary A honor roll, Lacey Bottoms, Sydney Hogue, Jacob Lindhorst, Kyle Sickle.
This is grade 11 A honor roll.
Dalton All, Margot Giese, Kyle Kavik, Elena Lindberg, and Tyler Norsha.
Grade 12 exemplary.
Sarah Koldajelli, Sophia Leone, Mackenzie Perushik, Madison Waldron.
And the A honor roll for grade 12.
Molly Garman, Samantha Haas, Caleb Kelson, Caitlin Rigstead, Annie Ryan, and Jada Torba.
Congratulations to all those kids. I mean, we've got some hardworking kids here. It's a big accomplishment. On November 30th, the teachers are going to be, we got our third after-school in-service. We're going to be working on PLCs. In the elementary, we're going to be looking at math standards, aligning them to the new material that we purchased, as well as the test specs to make sure that we're teaching the correct things. Do you guys have anything to add to that? Excellent. All right, cool things going on at EG. Go ahead, Ange.
Well, we had the 2 send-offs for our fall state participants. So for cross country, Natalie Foltz. Tennis was Madeline Jankala, Corey Delich, and Audrey Delich. And then for swimming was, most recently, was Shelby Karpik, Molly Albrecht, and Carly George. And our junior varsity knowledge bowl section tournament was on November 17th. There were 53 teams, and the advisor is Miss Walls, and one team came in 6th place. JC Zazandi, Hannah Grenowich, Bobby Lind, Kaylee Grahek, Stephen Kemp, Cole Anderson. They placed 6th, and 20th place out of the 53 teams, we had Will Trutwine, Lucas Hultman,
Redemption.
Alex Haas, Nick Badette, Quinn Buick, Zach Linseth, and then we had alternates and computer operators and scorekeepers that also were at the meet that contributed. Liz Bowl, Michaela Kibbe, Peyton Doshan, and Ashley Pionk. Also at the senior high, this is kind of a spin-off of the Rachel's Challenge. We have what we call the golden ticket. And so students may earn a golden ticket. We put it on the bulletin board, and staff can nominate anybody to be on that board with positive character traits like being honest, positive, hard worker, integrity. And so students receive them from staff, and then they put them on the bulletin board. And at the end of every month, we're going to do a drawing for a prize for a student who had their names on there. And the goal is to have every student receive one by the end of the school year. And in Mr. Strasser's physics class, students were working on forces and free body diagrams.
Go ahead, Mr. Grip.
Over at the Gilbert campus this evening, there's the 6 through 12 orchestra fall concert in the auditorium. It's at 7 p.m. tonight. Next week, next Monday night, the junior high will have a combined band, choir, and concert. That's at 7 p.m. on December 6th, next Monday. Just a little photo up there.
Oh,
Here's
sorry.
a couple of videos of some stuff going on with the robots.
Do we need sound on this?
Do you need sound?
There should be. Well, we don't need some.
Oh, we got it.
And here we have some 6th graders working with our other robot, Kai. There was supposed to be sound with this one as well.
Hi, my name is Kay and I am a robot. Let me tell you a joke. Are you ready? I am awesome. Ha ha ha. I am the most awesome robot ever. Yeah. That's done. Yeah, it works. It works. Shutting down.
All right, moving on to Franklin. There's a couple things that have been going on in the last couple weeks. I know Mrs. Tickenen's class came up with this idea to have a kindness club, and they pull in, this particular instance that you're looking in front of you, they pulled in Miss Laudiger's fourth graders to help them out. But what they're doing is they're making kind of generic pick-me-up cards, and when they hear somebody in the community is not doing well or had a loss or whatever, they're sending, they've got these cards to send out, and then when they run out, they get together and they make some more. So kind of a cool thing. On a similar note, Miss Wallner's class made holiday cards and sent them down to the VA hospital in the cities. A couple things on Rachel's challenge. Our chains are getting bigger in the Franklin. Our goal was to connect each classroom, and we're getting closer to that. A couple of pictures from our smart room. That's, of course, Miss Perko that gets kids warmed up in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, and look, there I had Thanksgiving lunch with the kids. And today, a bunch of, can't really see it there, fortunately, but we had a bunch of Elf on the Shelves get delivered. Santa sent quite a few of them to classrooms across the Franklin, and he'll be, there, lots of buzz in the afternoon after that happened. I did give you a letter on the Chickagami, so I won't go into any more of that. Well, on that same note, though, I did add that for Wednesday because I want to start that discussion as to what we're going to be doing with that facility once they're out of there. So we'll have that on Wednesday. Rams nominations, of course, Director Forty won't be on the Rams board. His term is up, and we're going to need to replace him. So.
Want to do it at this time? Okay. I know that Maura has been the alternate, and she's been filling in at times, and she's mentioned to me that she would like to leave the Rams delegate to go because we have a meeting coming up on December 22nd, and we have to have somebody on board by that time to take that. So I'm hoping if anybody else wants to be involved, I know Lana does.
We also need to do this
If someone else
she's
would
not
like
that
to. Anyone else want to get involved in it? Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. We need a motion to appoint the two of you as the representative and the alternate.
I'll make that motion
Okay.
for Mona as primary and Mike as second alternate.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Second by 40. Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Anything else?
That's what I need. Need two more members. We're going to be doing, we have to replace Randy now. We have had it posted since last Tuesday, and it will close on Friday. And hopefully by next Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, we will, and that's December 6th, we will actually conduct the interviews during the day. And I need two members to sit on that committee as well.
Anyone interested?
I am.
Okay, Mona? Anyone else?
I will if nobody else.
Tom and Mike?
I'll sit in on it.
Okay.
If you can't make it, I'll be an alternate. I don't need to be.
Okay.
But there's enough
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Thank you. Tom?
Tom, and Mike will be the alternate if needed.
If one can't make it, just let me know. I'll show
Okay.
up.
That's on Tuesday, is it?
I haven't set the date
Oh,
yet.
you
I'll
haven't
send
set
that
the
out,
date, okay.
but I'm thinking probably Tuesday the 6th,
Tentative.
if all goes well.
Okay.
Just a couple upcoming dates, of course. December 5th, that's next Monday. We have the Truth and Taxation meeting at 6 o'clock right here. And then on December 12th, we have the last board meeting of the school year, and we'll have a little cake and coffee afterwards to welcome the new members and say goodbye to the old ones.
Do we do any actionable item on December 5th, or is that just information?
There's no actionable
No.
item on December
No.
5th.
Just informational?
It's just,
I don't remember.
people ask.
On the 12th, then you will approve the final levy, but you'll hear the information on the 5th. And that is all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, board member topics. Tom, you want to start?
No, nothing tonight.
Okay, Mike?
No, I'll be good for tonight.
Mona?
Nothing other than to thank you for your
And I have nothing either, so I guess we're adjourned.
Trout?